Hello, hello, hello. I'm not late, you're late. How you doing, Soraya? Hello, hello. Do I know who Flack's voice actor is? It's Pros D, right? Pros D? Is that his name? That's his like online name, of course. I can't remember what his actual name is. Pro ZD, is that how you do it? Is the Z a separate word? Hello Fizzy, how you doing? Someone Cho, that's it. He's quite known. How you doing, Joe? You spent money? Was it on Borderlands 4? 7 p.m. Yeah, I was gonna go live at 6 and then half 6 and then 7. Yes. But anyway, I'm here. We have 3 hours. Oh my god, I've got like what, 7, 8 hours of Borderlands 3 to go. Oh my god. Oh my god. You splurged like 1.6k on a brand new PC setup. Your Borderlands 4 included with the graphics card. Huh? Yeah, that's certainly spending money. But it's okay because you saved like 70 buying Borderlands 3. 4. So, well done for that. Do they give you an epic code? You're waiting until the PC arrives? Sir, the game comes out in 5 days! Shipping shouldn't take... It's out in 5 days, sir! I bet I could beat BL3 before the game comes out. I mean, I could beat BL3 today if I wanted to, but I'm not going to do that. Hey, kitty, good to see you. Hello, hello. Hey, Brucey. He's beat BL3 thousands of times. I've beat BL3 quite a few times. I am not unfamiliar with the... Hey, Ship, how you doing? Hello, hello. Lazy beat BL3? I mean, it took me long enough, but we did finally get our first completion of Borderlands 3 just in time before Borderlands 4. I know, I spent a long time on that playthrough, but we got there in the end. We killed Tyrene. We did it. We'll simply buy BL4 again. I mean, again, just like buy it. If preloads turn on, if we're getting preloads, and you don't have it yet, then sure, but like not before then. I haven't bought it yet. Kind of getting emotional about leaving BL3. Yeah, it's kind of weird, isn't it? Like, theme. 4,132. Yeah, 6,000 hours on this game. I remember it wasn't that long ago. Borderlands 3 had the same number of hours of Borderlands 2, but now it's 1,000 ahead. I put 1,000 hours in it since then. I don't think I've put 1,000 hours in any of the games since then. Closest would be First Ascendant, which is like half. It's quite remarkable, really, given how much I play Borderlands 3 on stream. At least Gandala's following us into BL4. God, I was just chatting about fucking builds and like damage formulas and shit. BL4 is gonna be... am I gonna have help with the damage formula, or is that on me? Is BL4 damage formula on me? Got Sen, right? I haven't seen Sen in so long. Is Sen here? I thought, like, he was becoming an adult and had, like, life shit. Hey, Bizarre, how you doing? Hello, hello. Like, we got Rune. Me and Rune will hack it. Hey Starkiller, how you doing? Thank you for the 3 months. You're my favorite pizza place. I promise that it is on its way. Yeah, you've definitely got a pizza on its way. I know it's taken 3 months, but it's definitely on its way. I'm glad you're holding faith. Basically, I think like a baseline thing, Viper, if you wanted to help, is just search for discrepancies. So whenever you're investigating for the purposes of your own build, just see if you spec some bonuses, does it end up being like add-on ult, essentially, which is very easy because like if you spec a bonus or introduce a new bonus, just work out what it should be if it's molt. And then if it's not that, then it's not malt, is it? And just search for fresh malts, basically. Like we'll do we'll do the baseline. We'll just take an example of a damage bonus, a splash damage bonus, an LE damage bonus, a gun damage bonus, and hopefully determine that it's all additive. And then the moment we see something that's multiplicative, we can throw it into that pile, and then work at it from there. I know Mobilytics will want a bloody thing putting out for it, but like... They never said that any new level caps are coming. They won't. Why would they do that? It makes no sense to reveal when a level cap is coming. If you reveal when a level cap is coming, like the month before, people just won't be as motivated to play. Because anything that they get will become obsolete. So you purposefully do not reveal when a level cap is coming. In Borderlands 3, they gave us fucking farming events. And a week later, level cap! Gear RNG providing. Can I give you BL4? I don't even have BL4 myself. I gotta play fucking Flak to get my Vex fix. You know, I've not played Vex, but like, I need my Vex fix, so... Comments are so good, but so useless. It was such a, like, fucking tease. It was fun events after level cap increases, and well, that'd be cool. Wouldn't make sense for them to do, but that would just be cool. I know I have it. I don't have it. I haven't played the game. I am behind. If I had the game, I'd have the fucking damage formula by now. Vex looking hot, I know. I'm very proud of my Vex design. Lazy would have one-shotted the final boss twice over. You know 100% they are not letting us one-shot the final boss. That final boss will have like 15 quadrillion phases. No spoilers, just a simple yes or no answer. Did the Vault boss that the co-op team the other day fight have phases, or was it a single uninterrupted health bar? Just yay or nay. Not a Vault boss. Whatever the fuck they fought, was it an uninterrupted health bar, or was it phases? Rafa number 1. That's good. You watched the gold gameplay? Neither. What is that? On a set amount, it has a mechanic. Okie dokie. No more info, please.
Hey! Hi! How are you?
No more information. Leave me already. Wouldn't Rack Attack just be like incarnate? BL4 has bosses. So no, how it works is you get these like kind of souped up enemies. They get kind of like a power, and they kind of act as a boss. So they've got like mechanics and shit. But then they incorporate that boss into the standard enemy pool. So like think of it as like they kind of like get anointed with certain amount of power, and then you just find them out in the open. And they've got like immunity phases, they teleport around, and they do different things. But you have to shoot a certain amount before you can re-rack, so head count. BL2 would never have a boss that's just basic enemy at ×2 sale with no new attacks. No. How does a boss fight finding 3 of them out in the wild? It's like, what do you mean you're just a normal ad now? When finding the timekeeper across the map. Start for me morning stroll. That actually kind of happened here. So somebody in Scotland, they were recording with like that cam thing, and they were just out for a run on some hill, and they just came across the king. He was just fucking there. It's like, what the fuck? Just out for a stroll. Have you not seen that video, Viper? It's a real thing. This guy goes out for a run and comes across the king, who's just there, just out for a walk. Like no one else around. It's like slightly foggy, like damp morning. That was the fucking king. There's a video of it somewhere. Fucking great. Like a year ago or something. Hello, my lord. I'm playing some Pokemon Go. Do you want to join? You found it? Yeah, it didn't take long. Mountain bikers. BL4 when? Thursday! Or Friday if you're console. Soon! If you don't count today, it's 4 days away. I told you! He He's just out for a walk. There's no one else there. He's just there. He's just out for a fucking stroll. Who benefits if the king dies, though? Well, most of the British population get a day off work, so... Three bikers just fucking find the king like a Pokemon random encounter? Yeah, that literally happened. Will there be a preload on Steam? I don't know. I've not seen confirmation. There's preload on PlayStation, so I hope there's preload on Steam. Otherwise, I'm not playing till Friday. Be like 3 counter-snipes and adjacent hillsides. There must have been something nearby, but like, yeah. In that video, it's just him alone. And get the funeral off and we think get next monarch's coronation off too. Ah, that's right. I mean, we don't. We just get fucked. What is preload? Yeah, so basically preload just allows you to load the game early. And then play once it goes live. And what that means is, A, you can, especially for people with poorer internet, can play once it goes live. And then everyone can jump in together. But it also means it doesn't create extra strain on Steam servers. Because, like, if a game comes out and everyone starts downloading it at the exact same time, it's like, oh, yeah, that doesn't go well. And then it slows everybody's downloads down, and it just kind of sucks. Whereas with the preload, people can just kind of load it whenever's convenient for them, and then, you know, it doesn't kill Steam. So, a preload just does make sense. As it can, I haven't personally seen it. It's secondhand information, but I have seen multiple people say that it is confirmed for PlayStation to get it. I believe like the 10th, like a day before, which isn't long for a 100 gig game, but like PlayStation is always 48 hours before, no matter the game. Oh, okay, so that's just an inbuilt PlayStation thing. Okay, cool. Apparently it's just a PlayStation thing, that you just get preloads for every game. Cool. Silk Song, Helldivers 2. BL4 being above Silk Song is interesting. No preload on Mauled. Yeah, same. Same. Because, like, it goes live, what? 5 PM? For me, so if I have to start downloading it at 5 at the same time everybody else is, I'm just not playing that day. I'm just simply not playing. There's no way BL4 is above Silk Song. Silk Song crash Steam. Yeah, but everyone was trying to buy it at the exact same time. Like, buy it at the same time, because you couldn't pre-order it. So everyone was trying to buy the thing at the same time. How is BL4 music? I've barely heard any Irish. Apparently, it's got procedurally generated music. You think Max Ranger's will be viable in endgame? Early footage looks underwhelming. I'm waiting for Boom to try it. Boom is a theory crafter who specializes in pet builds. So yeah, so like if you want Pet Flack to do something, you go to Boom's build. It's in the build docs. It's like, yeah, so you... I'm waiting for Boom. He's excited. He's gonna jump straight into trouble, so I'll just wait to see what he cooks. I'm gonna trust him over anybody else who's played the game. Oh yeah, there's a day 1 patch as well. Fuck, I forgot about that. What the fuck is procedurally generated music? They've done the person who's like kind of behind it. I've noticed is kind of scrolled through my Twitter feed. I've only half paid attention about like how it's done and stuff. I think Six interacted with it. If you want to look at Six's Twitter page and try and find it there. Silk Song looks so mid. You don't understand the hype. So Hollow Knight was a incredibly popular game. It's old, but it's one of those games that's picked up over time. So it wasn't like a huge launch or anything, but it's one of those games that, yeah, it's a 2D side-scroller, but everyone who plays it and, like, you know, ends up liking that kind of game because of it, loves it. Like, as far as a 2D platforming combat-y side-scroller goes, it's really fucking good. So everyone who plays it loves it. It's gained popularity over time, so everyone's really excited for Silk Song. Silk Song comes out, breaks Steam, and, like, hits numbers. And from what I've heard, it's also really good. And if you don't like that kind of game, then you're not going to like it, but if that is a genre of game that you can enjoy, then it'll just be a really good game for you. Which BL4 sort of release dates a Silk Song. Yeah, but then we'd have to play Borderlands 3 at the time Silk Song breaks Steam, and that's just annoying. Like, it's done its breaking of Steam now. BL4 is not going to break Steam. Silk Song has, so like, what's... It's too hard and all I have to say is lol, like, just colossal skill issue. What do you mean this game that's just come out is difficult? We don't understand anything yet. Imagine taking time to learn something instead of just winning first try. What do you mean I can't just win first try and I actually have to like change my approach and learn? Can't be doing that. This is a video game. I play it to relax, damn it. No difficulty allowed, I play video games to relax. Okay, play on an easier difficulty. No. You insane? Play on an easier difficulty? Who do you think I am? What do you mean I can't just win first try? Laser data, first M10 Mallow and takedown clear. And base. I didn't die on the base clear either. Flap mentioned. Oh my god, is that the real Ratour? The rat has crawled out from under his rock. It's not Fla, it's Falk. F-A-L-K. We got a new spelling. Holy shit, he's alive. Joe. Falk is the latest release. Fuck. Who even was it? I mean, the thing is with the other misspellings of Flak is they were all official. They were all in Flak skill trees. Where's Falk from? Captain Falcon! Ratour's back, the spaghetti beckons. Someone tiered all the BL3 legendaries and did a dog-ass job of it. Who would do that? Tier all the Borderlands 3 weapons? Like, what a silly thing to do. But they didn't even put gameplay for each weapon, did they? But they just had a fucking tier list.
What's up, sucker? This is Mr. Tory, and I'm ready to watch you fuck up this.
You platinum BL3 today? Oh, hell yeah. Good shit. You gamed. What anoint can I put on Super Soldier? I kind of just like isn't one, right? I guess I just go fucking ASS, but like it doesn't matter. It was very unsure about things. Lots of I think, I'm not sure, and I've never. AC cooldown? I mean, sure, but like, head count. Oh hell yeah, Retour potentially playing Borderlands 4. That is big news.
More slaughter!
What do you mean I've signed up for a cartel's fucking... Right, if I've signed up for a cartel slaughter shaft, bloody company man's going on. Somebody say shaft? What just happened? My game stuttered and I died? You know very well what happened. I'm prepping you for BL4 with that stutter. I don't want stutters. I hate stutters. I'll play with half the frame rate if it means no stuttering. Did I just puddle merge against that porting? Yes, yes I did. Do I regret it? No, I don't. Really hope it runs well on PS5? Yeah, hopefully it does. I need to try times 4 here with cartels. You do realize what times 4 does with cartels, yeah? Nepsy held you at gunpoint and told you to buy a computer, so you finally spent some of your inheritance money on something you actually want. Congrats on buying thing for you. I know when it deals with 5 times more strategy, it's funny. Yeah, it goes to 16. But like, with 5, it goes to 25. It's like quite a big jump. 16 to 25 is a big jump. Times 10, I'd go to like Yeah. Next week's gonna be rough, you're excited? I think you need to start Vex, but I'm gonna do Harlow second. I don't know who I'm gonna do second. I think it'll either be Wrath or a Harlow, but like... Where puddle? There you go. Hey Shark, how you doing? Thank you for the 30 bits.
Honor to remember. Badass or not, you will die. Feel it surge through you.
I should have said boobs. I feel like you've heard that Eamon has a lot of action skill downtime that burns you out of it. Yes. So, in general, across the characters, it seems like all the characters will just have less action skill uptime than in Borderlands 3. In Borderlands 3, we could really push to 100%. Now, of course, a lot of that is through gear, so it kind of remains to be seen how it'll actually turn out with endgame builds. Because, of course, none of the people with early access will have truly found how to do that yet.
Have fun rotting.
So I wouldn't like base anything too strongly at the moment until we were like a month or two into the game. But yeah, Eamon does have quite lower action skill cooldown. He does have a skill in his red tree though that refunds cooldown with melee damage. Forged drones do melee damage, so and his action skills do melee damage. So I think it's his forged skill that he gets cooldown with this skill. So I think that'll be a very important skill to get, either with skill points or on a class 1. But the whole skill uptime thing is kind of why I'm leaning towards gun builds for my characters to begin with. I've mathed out a Wrath gun build, I've done a Vex one, and I've done an Eamon one. Well, 2 Eamon ones technically. But I will relinquish credit for one of them. If I decided who to play first on release, it'll be Vex. Yeah, Rafa is going to have the best action skill cooldown, absolutely. Seems the least gun-oriented. He's got some decent stuff, but I agree. Like, when I compare, say, gun Eamon, I just go, well, I should just play gun Vex. Yeah, my build guides for Borderlands 4 will be on Mobile Linux for the foreseeable future. No, future. BL4 is the foreseeable shooter. Oh my god, they shot Casey. Because that one's gonna be rough. So, for gun aiming, I mentioned two builds. There's my build, which I'm unsure about because it's kind of like my first draft at the shield action skill, which is going to be a lot more defensive. If you want something that's a bit more aggressive, there's Red Tree with Onslaughter. Now, I put together an Onslaughter build, and it was point for point identical to another Onslaughter gun build that Rune put together. Literally point for point identical. And that one seems a bit, like, better because Onslaughter is just, I think, a better action skill for gun stuff. Onslaughter just seems really good. You're interested in Onslaught gun builds? Yeah, so, like, that, if you want a gun aiming, Rune has a build for Aimon called Aimon. Not spelled Aimon, it's spelled Aim On, which is Aimon. Which is the character the build is for. I hope I'm not being confusing here. If you want gun aim and Vex, I mean, also correct. I mean, what is Aimon about? He's a big guy who's tanky. Vex is also tanky. And Vex has gun stuff, so just play Vex. That's what I'll be doing. I'll just be playing Vex, because Vex seems really fucking good. Using puddle merging against random ads is just such a crime. Tool, thank you so very much for the 5 gifted. Much appreciated. wait a minute. Retour. Retour K2. Is there something you need to say, Retour? You've got an alt? How the fuck did your alt get a gifted sub? You're not even logged on it? Does it use the same email? Hey, Tool, thank you for gifting a sub to the real Retour. Much appreciated. Like, how did that get picked if it's not in the chat? Is it on the same email and Twitch just got confused? That's so bizarre. Hey Don, how you doing? Harlow looks strong. Harlow looks quite good. She's got a lot of toys. Thing is, a lot of Harlow's skill builds don't have much sustain, so we'll see how it plays out. Me chucking spear. I hope spear chucking's good. Spear is like the action skill that I'm most interested in. It's just like a big spear, you know. So between Vex and Harlow. I think you like Eamon's character more than I do his playstyle of trees. I 100% feel that.
Get angry, girl.
You think Harlow's gonna shine more in endgame once we learn mechanics? Yeah, it's a fair assessment. I'm playing Vex first. Yes. But I'll be maxing out all the characters pretty sharpish. And one of these, if I see like somebody doing something cool with a character, I'll be like, I want to try that. I just gotta try everything. Oh, there's a butcher just playing. Where's my bubbles? My bubbles, puddles. My puddle bubbles. Can't wait for the inverse critical Vex. There's gonna be so many like corny names for these characters. Why did I come up here? The legendary's down here. Take a shot when you see a Vex build with Witch in the title. Oh no. Once Lazy gets his hands on Vex, he's gonna make her an unstoppable Siren. That's the plan! I'm already thinking about the build that I take against Bloom Reaper. I wanna first try Bloom Reaper. I might ping Graham and give me a target. See how confident Graham's feeling. Lazy's gonna make Vex insanely consistent. Yes, that is the way to describe it. Consistency. I like consistency. That is my build style. Yeah, I like consistency. Lazy, that's a goddamn ransom letter. I'm gonna see how confident he's feeling. It's like how many times. How many attempts do you think it will take me to beat Bloom Reaper? And see what number he gives me. Is it going to be... Is he going to challenge me to beat it first try? Or is he going to challenge me to beat it within 5 tries? How confident's he feeling? Please, Rafa will have cyber everywhere for the clickbaits. Lazy doesn't like peaks and troughs, uptimes and downtime. Lazy wants the same thing to always happen. Yes. Yeah. Absolutely. Like, people will have these builds that will hit all these, like, amazing clips of, like, boss melts, but 90% of the time it just feels like shit to use. I don't like that. I'm tired of Ricochet builds already. Is that what everybody's doing? Just Ricochet shit? Because, like, I mean, Ricochet's strong, so... I mean, on one hand, Xander, do not classify level 30 gameplay as what is good. But on the other hand, I 100% believe that the bleed skill will be good. But don't say it's good at level 30 as proof of that, because, well, fucking level 30. It's level 30 pre-endgame scaling. Do you know what happens when you pick up a level 30, I don't know, wagon wheel in this game? Shit dies. Take that into endgame, it just like falls off a cliff. You know what happens when you like downforce something at level 30? The target dies. You know what happens when you do that against an enemy in endgame? Nothing. No health bars move, no nothing.
I've heard humans in this situation sometimes hum to themselves. A flaw in their biology, clearly.
But yes, I do believe bleed will be good. Just looking at the skill just makes you go, yeah, that stacks highly, that'll be good with rapid fire weapons, that should just be good. Damage number doesn't even come up. I don't think I'm doing any damage. I'm not getting damage numbers. I wonder if they fixed that in 4.
Another round.
Yeah, I don't plan on investing further into bleed. I'll just grab the skill and go. I don't really know what else there is. I think it's just like one other skill, to be honest. The scary thing about everything will be out is finding one that isn't. Maybe fire rate won't be. There's a lot of... Like, have you seen how many fire rate boosts there are in Borderlands 4? Like, the fire rate bonuses in that game look huge, and there's so many of them. Like, I saw, I think it was an enhancement that had, like, 20-odd% fire rate, and then another 30-odd% fire rate for SMGs. And it was like a level 26 enhancement. Like, what is going on? Why is that 50% fire rate on a random playthrough enhancement? You know, Gearbox, a quick word about optimizing a video game is creating a sandbox where everyone's firing 20 rounds a second is not good for performance. So maybe we should like turn it back on the fire rate bonuses, huh? It seems like action skills go on cooldown when you activate instead of when it ends. But does it carry over when it does end, Jack? So, look at my action skill right now. Okay. It's gonna start cooling down. Look at me now. I'm gonna start getting shots in. It's cooling down. None of this progress carries over. I could use a Monarch, get that full bar back, and it'll just reset when it actually does end. So now I've just got my action skill back, but it doesn't... It doesn't hold. But that is interesting if that is, like... Less reload bonuses. See, that's just another victory for Vexed. tier 1, like, something reload. What, 36%? Fast reload, yeah. Especially when you got lots of fire rate bonuses. I hate it when, like, I'm spending half the time reloading. I really dislike that. There doesn't seem to be a lot of in-tree mag size bonuses, so I'm hoping we've got some good gear rank size bonuses again. Guns that just have to reload a lot, because small mag, long reloads, and high fire rate just feel way too sluggish for me. I don't enjoy them. Based on the fullness of her health, which should just be, like, top, to be honest. Like, I'm sure we'll be getting the majority of that skill. Get a CV license part. That doesn't solve the issue. Can actually make it worse. I've got an idea for a weapon. For not a weapon, a character. The character's an arms dealer. Rival to Marcus. And they're just all about fucking ordnance, guns, mag size, just sending bullets down range. That's just their entire thing. Why are we taking 3 points of realism when we could take 5% cooldown? I know, right? Actually, I just want to quickly look at skill tree. Based on what Jack is saying there. Yeah, no, that's not right, Jack. Action skills go on cooldown when you activate instead of when it ends. Okay, so how does Lance work? 24-second duration, 20-second cooldown. The math ain't mathin'. Lance's duration. So how it works, Jim, is you start your action skill, you pull out the gun. You now have reduced weapon handling. Then, on pushing the same button, you expend your charges. 1, 2, 3. Upon firing your third charge, the action skill ends and it goes on cooldown. It is not like rack attack or cannon. So, like, if you do 1, 2, and then wait, no matter how long you wait, those first 2 charges won't come back until you fire the third, or the action skill as a whole runs out. And then cools down. Yeah, it's not like you occasionally fire off a shot, like a cannon. Hey, Nepsy, good to see you. Hello, hello. How are you doing? It's just infinite uptime. Yeah, this I think is the augment I'm going to be using the most. Because this alone, I think... Okay, this alone, I think helps us keep overdrive active. But something to note here, Joe, is it's only got an 8-second duration. So I think in order to get the most out of this, You need to fire all your 3 shots in quick succession. Because if I fire a shot and then wait 8 seconds, does my cooldown rate disappear and I don't get to benefit? Like, how does this work? Yeah, if you do one big shot or just fire off all 3 in quick succession to get the most out of this, but yeah, how does that work? 75% for 8 seconds. Yeah, for an all-in-one shot. But if I were to fire, say, twice, wait 8 seconds, and fire a 3rd time, I'm only getting 25% cooldown for 8 seconds, because the first 2 have already ended whilst the action seal is active. Just hold it, grab the bus, never shoot it. Yeah, you just hold it, grab overdrive, never shoot it at the very end for Sangre, and then you're good for like the stacking over time skills. The only thing with that is Lance lowers your handling, so we'll see how that goes. Just fire a full load skill. Yeah, it'd be good if it held the bonus until it ended, and then it was your first 8 seconds just gave you everything, the 75%, but I feel like they'd word it differently if that was the case. Yeah, Lance plus the Temerario. I mean, that's the entire basis for my builds. It is just anarchy. It's only 50%, but it is... Jacques going to 20 stacks is interesting. Doesn't that hold it until the end? For ball it does. What's the wording on that? Killing enemies stacks cooldown rate while your action skill is on cooldown. Yeah, it's a bit more specific on the wording. Because it's until it cools down. It's not a duration. Is mobile numbers updated? I think it will be for some of these. Best way to go is here. Yeah. So Barrage is updated. So Rafa's updated. So this is now 7% per point instead of 10. I don't think Eamon or Harlow's got numbers yet. No, Eamon doesn't have numbers yet. You get on this. They have... Oh no, Harlow's getting numbers. Harlow's got numbers. Is it just Eamon who doesn't? See, this is more like Harlow's just gotten the numbers like recently. Yeah, so I think Eamon's next. I imagine they're working with Rest on this, because Rest has the game. Is that 50% gun damage tier 2? Like, what the fuck? Where's shot to go? It's okay. So from what I know, who's on board, it's myself, Rune, Nepta, Rest Assured, Nick Chu, and Term. Receive that how you will. That is people involved that I am aware of. What is there to receive? If you don't know, you don't know. I will say that one of those individuals is bit controversial. Hey Marius, how you doing? Thank you for the 19 months. Much appreciated. Thank you, thank you. To put it bluntly, Jim, they put out multiple hit pieces against Quag, a friend of mine. So, like, yeah. Fuck 'em. Left blue branch. Which character? Vex, right, okay. there's many skills. We need to be specific. 75%? Oh, yeah, it's a 3-point skill, yeah. 45%? That's a bit more reasonable. Should probably let him know there. See, that one's correct. What other 3-point skills do we have? That one? Yeah, that one's correct. It's literally just this one. That's interesting. $12, $22, $30. So it goes 12, 10, 8. Max switch speed doubled when action skills active. What was it before? Switch speed goes 11, 9, 8. That's weird. No, 11, 11, 8. I can read. 11, 11, 8 is weird. What a weird split. Is that typo or what? Well, from my understanding, Jim, that is they have somebody who has the game feeding them the information. Updated numbers for Curse Blade. Ah, here we go. Okay, so the thing is with flat damage is what is that based off of? It's like 48 shot percent. 48% damage per shot. Like, what is that based off of? What level? I put 5 levels in, that doesn't update. I think that's a bit of feedback I need to give to them. Yeah, 48 damage at level 1's kinda nuts. But also, like... $80? You hit an enemy, and then they take 80 damage anytime they take gun damage? Like... Huh? So I don't think these numbers are based at level 1. I think they're based probably around 10. I think these are level 10 numbers. Because what I think will have happened is whoever's brought up the skill tree to look at these values, they'll have been and level. And then gone, okay, these are the numbers. But of course, flat values are based on level, so whoever's done that's not thought about that. So it could be something random like level 12, like some of the early gameplay stuff. Weaker than clone? Yeah, you get several of them though. Has Diamond Hands been nerfed? No. Okay. Midnight Oil 10 stacks. I thought it was 100. Has that changed? I think some of these are still in working, because I thought that was 100. Midnight Oil's dead in the ditch. I mean, it's still a 10% bonus element per point. Like, that's still good. Yeah, I mean, they said from the very beginning, from the early gameplays, they were going to change a lot of skills, so, like, yeah. Nothing is a nerf or a buff until the game comes out, so they say. 3% gun damage per point. Yeah. Okay. I mean, it's got melee damage on it, never mind. 7% as well, it's kind of good. What is the point of Handshake deals gun damage, actually? Because, like, no gun build should be taking this, and melee damage builds have got Diamond Hands right there. So, like, why do you need 3% gun damage per point? Why does Handshake deal have 3% gun damage? I guess if you really don't want Expedite, and you want Green Tree for gun stuff, but not melee stuff, then you take Handshake. I mean, there's no reason for it to not be there, I guess. It's just not doing anything. It just exists. It just exists. Yeah, that's 1, 2, 3 seconds. That's up to 30. Okay, so hang on. So if 35% of your health capacity is converted, that means you only get 35% of To The Last at any one time without outside help. Right, okay. Build prediction. People are going to build around this. They're going to go El Corazon to The Last, and that's it. So they're going to be getting, like, 10% damage from To The Last from that build. And they'll use 10 skill points on that. They'll use 10 skill points for 9% damage. A bit more, actually, yeah, because it's 35, so yeah. Return of that's like Thin Red Line Desperate Measures, but even worse. I foresee people doing this. RB9? I thought Joe's 9% was doing the maths, but no, that's something else. It'd be more than 10. A 10 is 33.3, and it's 35. So it'd be like 11 or 12-ish. Be around there. Demolitions is now 20% of current health. Not 10. Well, that's a bit annoying for my idea. They ruined it! They ruined it all! Curse you, Gearbunks! Curse you all to hell! The cooldown that goes down? Wait, what? Wait, booming business cracked? Whenever a critical hit an enemy, he gains a chance to spawn a free grenade. 50% on a 4-second cooldown? Wait, hang on, that's cracked. %50 on a crit? You're hitting like 10 crits a second. Like with a good weapon based around this. Which means in general, this just means your grenade cooldown is 4 seconds. For any grenade. You don't need Hemolitions, you've got booming business. Nah, this can't be right. This can't be right. That's gotta stay 12-second cooldown. That's gotta stay a 12-second cooldown. There's no way that goes down to 4. No shot that's how that works. What's M2 in Narc Knives? Dash. So you do a couple of dashes and then you get, what, double overdrive duration? Overdrive is that, cooldown's 45, so that takes you to 40... That takes you to 24, okay. Yeah, that's fair. If you want to keep overdrive, you probably want that. What causes the spin to win? It's the final move. It's F again. So you do F, you do damage to everybody that you've dealt damage before, all in one go, and it ends it. And I believe the spin is this one. Activating Blade Fury causes Rapha to spin his blades, creating a singularity that draws in all marked enemies and other enemies while dealing continuous shock damage. And that's your one that ends the action skill. And then you get cooldown rate for every kill you get. Rapha Hate is going to be in shambles when the Gas Call comes back in the Halloween event. If we get Gas Call 2.0 with booming business, I'm sorry, but that's just my gameplay. %100% with Cruel Accrual. That'd be really good with Dead Man Walking. Oh, that's just M2. Doesn't say anything about M2 cooldown, but yeah, that is spammable then. Cool. Yay. Acrid build. With how special they're going to be ordnance only builds? Absolutely! Especially with Diamond Hands. Yay. Abandons all other characters. Well, that's how dumb this is. This is nuts. This is crazy. Oh shit, I have to kind of rejig my build around, don't I? But it's okay, because I don't... that's awkward, actually, because my grenade build uses diamond hands, but I can't use diamond hands if I want to do booming business, in case... No, whenever we crit an enemy, it doesn't have to be with a gun crit. There's still wriggle room here. But I'm going to want this skill anyway. That means, because previously I was green-red, and I didn't go any... blue-red, and I didn't go any green tree, so I could class mod in Hemolitions. But if I class mod in Booming Business instead... We'll see. Yeah, I think that's a build I'm going to have to make post-launch. This is what Duct Tape mod could have been. I mean, but this is just silly. We get pets at least semi-decent right this time, or I fear Boom will break. Listen, it's all on Boom, alright? If Boom can't figure it out, then all hope is lost. %15 duration every 4 seconds. It's 15% of... Oh, it doesn't say. Oh no, 18. That's not that high. Arc Knives is 25. You know, with Huega here, you could probably get quite a lot of duration. Odd combos. We've already seen Hemolitions on a class mod, which is a final 6 tier skill, so like I'm sure there'll be some fucking weird ones. Used to admire Boom, but then started fearing him when he had the courage to play whole takedowns using Countess attack commands and dealing with the stuck terrain glitches and shit. Does a class mod have booming business, Millennium? 10 out of 5 booming... Well, what... Yeah, there's no way this is accurate, right? Because if you get a class mod with booming business, what happens? There's no way this cooldown is accurate. This cooldown stays at 12 seconds. No shot this goes down to 4, right? I love typing game data and scrolling down the entire list of grave skills that Vex has. Hollow is going to be good, or is Rafa better? So you've asked the word, you've put in the word or there, as if it's an either or, but both is possible and likely true. 12 is good, Jim, because if you think about it, if grenades have got like 8 to 10 to 12 second cooldown, right? On a 12 second cooldown, you're essentially getting about 80% more grenades, which is quite strong. Because grenades are on cooldown now, like, that's quite strong. And even if you get some bonuses in there and it brings it down to 50% more grenades, that's pretty good. And it's spawning a free grenade, presumably on the enemy, which we know is a dangerous thing to happen. Grenades spawned on enemies tend to behave a bit spicier. Yeah, if there's other free grenade stuff as well. So the idea is you add them together and eventually you're just like throwing grenades around for free. But yeah, I think the grenade chance and 12-second cooldown is fine. You don't understand ore, so it's like Megavore, no matter where I hit the enemy or kill, I know headshots are always quits. Sort of, but we don't know the formula for it, Julio. So, this one here, yeah. So, right, so that one is just all. So that will just be like from the shadows. So like, that will just be crits. There is a chance it's like fade crit and post ad and like shit, but like, chances are this will just be like hitting a headshot. Curse words. Now there are crit chance. There are crit chance stuff. If I go over to Vex, we've got target prescience here, prescience, whatever you want to call it. Critical hit chance up to 15%. Is that Megavore 15% or is that Wonderlands 15%? Very different. A Stormfront grenade? Oh, yeah, there's so many ways to be able to hold ore. If you look at the thing right next to ore, yeah, ore looks nuts. Project Raiju. A Protheus Lance's weapon is replaced with a close-range shocking taser burst. Pressing and holding causes Rafa to deal shock damage all around him. The longer he holds this attack, the greater the damage deals. 637 per second, right? So this is constant damage. Whenever we shock an enemy, all shots fired are critical hits. Now here's the kicker. Fiesta. Whenever we apply a status effect, his action skill consumes no duration and Lance consumes no charges. 1 + 1 + 1. Or 5. These three together are just screaming use me. We have constant AoE shock damage that as we shock things have got infinite uptime, and now all of our shots are crits. These two just loop together. These two are just having a laugh. %100% uptime? Yeah, it's 100% enough for the purpose of ore. But yeah, just simply use shock gun if this isn't enough. Post add Megavore? How does that even... Oh, fucking stop. Yeah, there's also Tesla grenades if they're a thing. Presumably are. Is it possible to get 2 capstones? Within the same tree, you can get 3 capstones. %5 seems low. It's absolutely not. Remember, like, we have guns in Borderlands 3 that kick out over 100 rounds per second base before you consider fire rate bonuses. If we go to Vex, you go fire rate bonus, fire rate bonus. Does that one have a fire rate bonus? Oh, but like, you get a lot of fire rate. 0.6% per stack at 60 stacks. Quite a bit of fire rate. Grave Assault, 7.5%, match stacks 3. That's a lot of fire rate, especially when you've got 3 more stacks. You get 6 stacks of this. You get a lot of fire rate. On a multi-pellet spam weapon, yeah, Mortal Terror would be great. We're going to play first on the first playthrough, Vex, but I'll be looking to max all the characters out pretty quickly. By capstones, you meant the last one or out of 1 skills? Yeah. Yeah, like Monarch, like... would I say something like "or" as a capstone, considering how it was? I haven't approached on my terminology on this, but like, I think I need to adapt because capstone is now an official term in the game for these special augments. So I think it would be confusing for newer players when doing guides to call "or" a capstone because it's right next to an actual capstone. So if a new player looks at their skill trees and they see something labeled as capstone, and I verbally describe "or" as a capstone, that could be confusing. So I think just calling them tier 6s. Tier 6 skills is probably the way to go. Well, I think it's you mean a skill that only has 1 point. You meant the old style. Yeah, you can get. Have they fixed this, by the way? Oh my god, they have. Absolute gamers. Oh, you can't get the third. You can if it's a 1 out of 1 though. So if it's 3 1 out of 1s, you can get it. But if there's like a 5 here, then you can only get 2 in it. Yeah, I'm obviously Millennia playthrough stuff does not equal endgame stuff, but it seems like there's a lot of strong stuff in playthrough to the point where I think playthroughs will be very easy. It's kind of worrying. I wonder what. So there's multiple difficulties, right, in the menu. I wonder what people are playing on. Well, that's the great part about it, Jim. You can go all in one tree, or you can, you know, branch out a bit. I've just about gotten a capstone, and I'm like to tier 5 in the secondary. I like how Harlow has got Dirty Bomb in a capstone. Yeah, Rafa's got Humiliations in one as well. There'll be a lot of build diversity in this game, I reckon. Preparado only has 3 stacks. Where? Where's Preparado? You've been told, Joe! There it is. 45% still good, though. I mean, that's just 9% cooldown per point. That's like nearly 2 rest lists. Somewhat for the most part, yes. So like this one has got multiple explosions and a clock. So it's a stacking cooldown skill. But then again, that one, oh, for fuck's sake. These skill icons are shit. Like, look at these 2. Look at these 4, actually. What is going on here? Like, why is the definitive detail a tiny little fucking 4-pixel thing? Like, let's look at Borderlands 3 skills, right? They're all quite different to each other. Like, okay, a couple of similar ones. I remember the arms one on Amara throwing me for a bit early on. But like, you look at Flak, they're all just so different. Look at BL2. I mean, there's less skill, so it's easier with BL2. But they're all very, very, like... Yeah. And then you go to BL4, and it's just like... Yes, let me just have 5 magazine icons in the same set of the tree. That's not confusion. There's another one right here. It's the same fucking icon. What even are those? I don't even know. I thought they were like ammo boxes, but looking at the slightly bigger picture, I don't even know for sure. Are they Peacebreaker heads? But they're not even Peacebreaker specific. They're not even canon specific skills. Like there you've got like Stickman, Shield, and Ricochet. Okay, that's quite descriptive, but like... Oh, they're just a lot more fancy in this game. I get there's a lot more, so it's difficult to make them individualized, but... This one. Press V to lob a storm glider at an enemy, and the picture is just like what looks like throwing a gun at a fire. I mean, they are, to their credit, they are kind of descriptive of what the skill does, but it's not at all like remembering these is going to be a fucking nightmare. The worst part is, the worst part is, which is something that they can change. They have the ability to change this. Is to just put the name of the skills on the fucking class mod card. That's literally just do that. I don't want to pick up a class mod and then start playing Where's Fucking Wally with my skill tree. Just put the name on the class mod, please. Like, there's no skill names on the class mods, so you have to deal with this. Hey Ryan, I see I'm using Mobalytics. I'm partnered with Mobalytics. Of course I'm using Mobalytics. They're doing good shit. We don't get to see the class mod name of allies? No. They even added the feature to put in your name, like the class mod name on the health bar. They even... Thingy. Did you set up? Well, if you gave them my name, Ryan, then potentially. Thank you. If you did put my name forward, then potentially you were a cog in the machine to link me up with Mobalytics. That could have happened. Thank you very much. Aim in Vault Hunter or something like that. That could have been maybe pre-build. I'm hoping not, because they even drew a point to the fact that your health bar now runs the name of your class mod instead of your class. Because it's a class mod. It modifies your class. I'm sure they'd found me anyway. Yeah, maybe, but like, shut up and take credit, okay? Let me thank you. Yeah, they didn't give us an official skill calculator. I guess they didn't need to. I mean, that's dev time. That's dev time on the website to do when they know that people are just going to use fan-made ones anyway. So, like, it makes sense. You know, we've got, what, Max Roll, Mobalytics, there's another one that somebody put together with, like, a calculator in it. It's like, yeah. Iridium, I think that was it. This is Mobalytics. Is this a damage build? Yes. I mean, we joke Irish, but I am known for my no skill point shenanigans. So, like, I'll find a way. I'll do some no skill point shenanigans at some point down the line with BL4. Yeah, Loot Lemon will catch up eventually. Loot Lemon will probably be a very post-launch thing. They don't even have a BL4 tab here. Like, Loot Lemon's probably waiting for the game to come out so they can pull all the gear in and shit. But, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I'll just use Mobalytics. You see, I made my own hunt list for the hunt. I didn't group that shit by planet. I grouped that shit by fucking progression. It's so good. It's so efficient. So, Vex seems OP, plus... Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I'm doing. Arta, that's kind of the build I'm doing, though I'm not going heirloom. Will I be streaming my first playthrough? Yes, and on the channel that you are watching, every single live stream VOD gets saved permanently in the live tab of my channel page. So I will label first playthroughs. I won't playlist them, but they'll be there if you ever want to go back and watch them. Did I get early access? No. I have not played the game in any capacity. I did not get early access. I have not been to a hands-on event. I have not been to a private hands-on event. I have not played the video game yet. Will I be streaming my second playthrough? Yes. I don't see why I wouldn't, because I have time off. It's not like I'll be squeezing in a second playthrough around work. If I'm here home playing, I'll probably just be streaming. For what it's worth, I'll be of course streaming the first playthrough, but then after that, I gotta do my duty. I gotta work out a damage formula and shit. So I guess we stream that. I guess we stream doing damage formula stuff together. I gotta figure the game out. And that'll either be on stream or off stream. So like, I may as well just do it on stream. I mean... They probably didn't give me the game so I could break it already. I mean, yeah... It's weird. I don't understand it, because I was involved with all of the pre-release stuff for Borderlands 3 and Wonderlands. I was very constructive in my feedback throughout the game. I tried to be in, like... I always tried to be a level head in all of the feedback stuff, and taking into account, like, dev limitations and stuff. So I thought I was doing good, and then suddenly dropped from everything. So I don't understand what's going on. I don't know if I've done something wrong or what. There's been very little communication. I don't get it. I don't get it. It's the accent, man. They just don't understand. You gonna start with Rafa? Vex. But Rafa's gonna be quickly. Like, so, Viper said, imagine my second playthrough will be level 30 start. That's probably true. I'll probably level 30 start Rafa. Now, I will be doing fresh playthroughs with all of the characters dozens of times over throughout the lifespan of this video game. But to begin with, I'll probably rush to get Rafa max leveled. We'll be trolling you so much for thank you for testing. I look forward to it. 6 more days, 6 more days, 6 more days. There's so many skills compared to the amount of skill points. I hope Variety doesn't get murdered by the insane level caps. So apparently they've acknowledged that level caps hurt Borderlands 2 and 3 Retort. I've not seen that one personally, but apparently it's something that they acknowledged. But yeah, you can have builds in this game. 2 different builds that don't share a single skill. It's quite cool. That's a very intentional design. They wanted multiple... So if you had a lobby with like 2 Rathas, they wanted it so these 2 Rathas could be wildly different playstyles. To the point where they don't share a single skill point. And that's really cool. You've got 2 completely different characters there, but they're both Ratha. For the UK, it doesn't come out Friday or Saturday. Thursday, Friday, depending on platform. So giving the game to people who don't have anything to do with Borderlands does make sense, Sam. Because it's a marketing thing. You say, hey, Shroud, play video game. That's a lot of eyes on the game. Like, that one just makes sense. Like that co-op stream between Shroud, Summit, Peanut, and Lyric. Like, that must have cost them a lot of fucking money to do that. I bet that was very expensive. As we're selling your wife's art there, so you kind of have to go help. I enjoy it, man. Borderlands 4 is not going anywhere. Don't try not to be too distracted for your wife. Chucka Joe, what a name. You reckon we finish around 60, 65? Low 60s has always been a really good spot for Borderlands. I felt like 57 in BL3 we could have done a few more, but 65 was a hell of a jump. 61 was peak for Borderlands 2. Borderlands 1 we won't mention because that was just too different. See, releasing a level cap with the story DLCs makes sense, Cadet, but also that's also when they release the new characters. Do you release a new character alongside a new level cap? Because people will want to be maxing out their character with the new level cap, which might push them away from interacting with the new character in the game. So I'm not entirely sure putting those together and overlapping is a great idea. What skill stream am I going to use with Vex? This one. It might change a bit depending on on how crit chance works. So like this skill and this skill might go, but I think Bloodletter's going to be good. But this one might go somewhere else. Probably to like, it's probably going to go here, to be honest. But yeah, it's a blue-green Vex with Incarnate, Vibe Check, Witchy Trigger Finger, and potentially Coven. Or Dead Ringer, depends. Five times cartels is hell. Yeah, I bet it is. It's a big jump from 4. Well, there's 4 bounty packs, so they could just do it like the later ones. Was BL1 the only one that could reach all capstones? You also recall pre-sequel did this, but you can't recall BL1. BL1 you could, yes. BL2 you could under a rare circumstance, which I'll show you here. So we'll just cook up a random Axton build. So it was only on Axton you could do this. Where you could get 3 capstones. It's very interesting. So there we go. With skill points to spare. Do or Die is the true blue tree capstone. We know this. It is just simply the better 1 out of 1 skill of the tree. So here, we have a triple capstone build. I was wondering where you were going with this. You can't lose with do or die. It's just such a good skill. So, like, that is the capstone of BL3. So Axton can get triple capstone. Vex has so much stuff that you'd want to like to have seen on Flak that I get mad. Or I don't know if you're mad or happy. I mean, 6 years of innovation is going to do that one. And Evolution's going to do that one at all. There's so much of it. Like, if we look at Harlow Blue Tree, this is phase lock. There's so much shit you can do with phase lock here, like slamming enemies into other enemies. Like, that's so Amara coded, but Amara just didn't have the tech. Should you get base edition or deluxe one? I can't advise on that one, I'm afraid. New and what you can do with them? Yeah, I mean, I'm a little bit disappointed at just how many unoriginal ideas they have with action skills and skills in this game. Because there is a lot. But they have innovated them. Like, so, like, if you look at Harlow here, nothing here is original. We have phase lock, we have phase cast, and gravity snare. Now, obviously, gravity snare, worst action skill in Borderlands history. Citation needed. But Flux Generator's looking really good. So... Well, thank you, Mike. Thankfully, Michael, Borderlands 4 campaign you can do in any order you want. And you can drop in, drop out of segments. So if you're getting a bit bored of the fade fields, you can just hop right up over the tundra. Getting a bit bored of the tundra, you can go to that other area I don't know the name of. Please don't spoil it, I'll find it out myself. You can go anywhere you want. You're bored of a mission change, just go and do another one. The campaign splits into 3. Flux Generator is a slam. It's gravity snare. It's like, it like debuffs. It's like a circle that like fucks enemies up. Like snares them, entangles them, does debuffs, does buffs, that kind of thing. A Rafa Red Tree build idea? Not really. I mean, I've got this one, but it's like... It needs changing based on new information. It'll still be good, to be honest. But it's still a Lance build, so... I haven't done one for Peacebreaker cannons. I haven't done a Left Tree one yet. Do I watch other YouTubers that have been talking about level 30 volunteers? No. Especially the recent wave of BL4 content, I have not interacted with in the slightest. I've seen a couple of items and whatnot, but I've not watched any of the gameplay. I'm gonna go in blind from this point on. Wilhelm is not an action skill. I mean, it can be if you try. Yeah, because the recent wave was like, full game, fucking go nuts and explore. Only show this bit, but you know people were exploring, so like... There was a lot less control over what was being shown in the most recent wave. A lot less Gearbox control over what was being shown, so like it's a lot more chaotic and there's a lot more quantity. Vex is more like a minion build. Depends how you play it, because this one here does not use minion stuff at all. It's an incarnate gun skill. It does no minion stuff here. I mean, you can use Deadringer and Carvin for some crit chance, which is what I'm using it for, but if crit chance isn't good, then I'll just be using full incarnate here. So, just because Vex on the surface is painted as the minion character, there are very powerful builds here that do not interact with the minion bit at all. You're gonna enjoy a Trouble Gun hybrid, so you're probably gonna want Trouble there as support. I haven't looked at Trouble enough yet, so I don't know what there is here in terms of support. You do have Violent Outburst plus Blood Sacrifice, so you could do some funky things with that. The thing that pushes me away from doing this is the fact that we get 6 kill skill stacks. So doing that one at a time just seems hopelessly inefficient. Got a link to the Vex build. Yarp. Why do you need crit chance when you actually have good aim and crit anyway? What does it help splash? No, Hexus, we're not doing this again. We made this mistake when Borderlands 3 came out. Oh, we don't need Mega 4, just aim for the crit spot. We were all fucking wrong. Spec Mega 4. So it depends how it's calculated. If it's calculated like Runderland's crit, then yeah, I'll take all the crit chance away. It'll be shit and not worth it. But if it's actually like a genuine 15% gun crit chance, we're taking this. We're not making the same mistake again. Was Mega 4 added on actual crit? Mega 4 is a 20% chance to hit a proper headshot. So when a Mega 4 crit happened, it was a fully true crit, as if you hit a headshot. No weirdness about it, it was just crit. Vex Wither, which one's Wither again? I know what it is, but I can't find it. There it is. Minion skill, Spectres cast Wither on enemy when they spawn, dealing 6 effect damage over time, increasing damage for a skill's duration. No mention of stacks, but I'm guessing that's from gameplay. So what, you attune, say, Corrosive, you spawn a Spectre. Then you attune Fire, spawn a new Spectre. Then you attune Shock, spawn another Spectre. I'm guessing that's what's going on there. And then it goes, yeah, I mean, I can see that. I never try to make the same mistake twice. Every day I try to make some new mistakes. I mean, that's just a good rule to live by. You learn through mistakes. I think it might be when one summon Jim. But even then, okay, you spawn a bunch of Spectres, they wither an enemy, you swap weapons, their element updates, they wither it. So you can go either way. But okay, yeah, they only change element on spawn, not after spawn. Which makes a lot of sense, because then I could spawn a Shock Spectre, and then use a Fire Gun, and then my Spectre can strip shields, and I can kill, and then we work as a team. Just bought it, 90 quid to Gearbox. I'm guessing that was Deluxe. I'm looking at Super Deluxe, and I'm like, do I risk a Green Man Gaming, and hope I just get the code on time? Or do I buy it from Steam for an extra 20 quid? You know, go for Vex just get. Okay, so I'm curious when as to how quickly attunement takes in. So if we go back into the game, so in Borderlands 3, for a lot of effects to take place, you need to properly swap weapons. So the gun needs to be in your hand for it to actually work. But if it worked, more in case of, I don't know, just what was in the background as it knew. What happens if I do this? What happens then? You can't imagine that working, exactly. Most effects require you to properly equip the weapon. Just aim for the crit with Brainstorm and Mega Evolutions. Yeah, so what Edge said, Cold Ball. Cold Ball, you could just do that. That was enough for Cold War. Cold War was a skill where you could just do this.
I suppose I'll take that.
So if attunement does that, can I have Rainbow Cat? You think your PC can handle BL4? This is so much fuckery. Is this in reference to the announcement that there'll be a day one patch that targets performance? Or is this something new? Have you gotten a new PC? Have you won something? Have you won a graphics card or something? A shit ton of loot dropping, and it's just like, yeah, fair enough. You're so excited for BL4, you've been stuck in the loop of D2, where you pay for DLC because of 5.0. Oh, yeah, but Destiny 2 was so shit. Chrome, I'm not... Okay, I've sent you a message, Chrome, and I dig the idea, but I'm not sure I can do that. Like, that, I think that's... I'm not... I know I lack morals sometimes, especially when it comes to creating builds, but I'm not sure about that one. Fine. Although, actually, no. If I buy the GMG one, I take that code, and then once I get the GMG code, I just give it to your friend. No, that actually works. We'll see when we get the codes in. We'll see. So excited BL4, you've been stuck in the loop of D. Yeah. Listen to Need Swap Speed. With the stack, I don't know why it doesn't say so on Mobalytics. It's just different stages of being caught up after. Mobalytics is a big site with a lot of stuff to it. Like there's lots of other games and shit. They're working through it. Everything will neutralize and catch up when the game comes out. Like, don't take the wordings of anything that you see here as gospel. Like, if we just look at... Oh, it's gone again. We look at Rafa here. We've got a skill here that... It says its cooldown's affected by level, but that doesn't seem accurate at all, because, like, 4-second cooldown on Booming Business is, like, busted. What's my favorite character in BL3? I enjoy them all, but Amara is the one that I've put the most hours into. Amara, Black Mo is very close together, and then Zane. But I put a lot of hours in Zane.
A handy trick.
5% fire rate per point. That's an overdrive skill. Wait. How does that work with Soltado and Jack? Which part gets increased? Does the whole thing get increased, or only the extra get increased? Amara is like Harlow. There's a lot of similarities between Amara and Harlow, yes. Thank you for testing. But testing fire rate stuff sucks so much. Testing fire rate is the worst. Hopefully, the card just updates in-game. Hopefully it's one of those. Probably not with a passive, though. Maybe with, like... maybe... no. Yeah, no. No, because that's still only a kill skill, isn't it? That's not actually just double overdrive bonuses.
This calm reminds
I
me of
miss
my
testing
years in the
sarcastic.
solitude and silence of the archives.
Not too keen on minion gameplay. Will Vex builds avoid using them? Yes. Yeah, this was just asked a second ago. So I've got this build using Karna with Witchy Trigger Finger and Vibe Check, and then you just go nuts with guns. No minion stuff here, only guns. Hello, welcome back to my only guns build. I could just do like a build line, the only guns build, and it's just a gun build for every character that's just guns. Oh, that's my idea. Nobody steal that. What part of Moe's are you getting with Harlow, Sam? I suppose there might be some splash stuff in here, but like Amara's got splash stuff in Tree. So it's just Amara. The explosions? Yeah, that's just more Amara, because think about Amara. Amara's got a lot... Amara has more splash bonuses in Tree than Moe's does, for what it's worth. And Amara also creates explosions with, say, Body and Mind and shit, so, like... When you really want Grey Fiends, Blue Tree, third row... Oh, gun skill. Well, yes. It's good as that. It's very good as that. The thinking is, if target pre-science is not good, I get Fiends. I haven't done proper comparison maths yet, but like, I know fire rate is fresh malt, so we grab all the fire rate, so we've got 20 odd, no, it's a 6 stacking skill. We've got a lot fucking there. We've got more here, another 30% there, and we have even more here, so like, we've got a lot of fire rate, and then it's just like gun shit. So we've got Witchy Trigger Finger, gun damage, Grave Implements, gun damage, some crit from Grave Sights, and some Grave Fiends, but like, because damage bonuses are supposedly all additive now, it doesn't matter if you get gun damage or if you get, it doesn't matter if you get gun damage or like splash damage or all damage or elemental damage, kind of all the same. Yes, gun damage versus all damage, but considering our damage is gun, it doesn't matter too much. Grave Implements is 4% per point, Grave Fiends is 2.5% per point, so I'm maxing out Grave Implements first before going Grave Fiends. I need Grave Sights to go up the tree, and to be honest, more points goes here first anyway, depending. We'll see how it goes. It could go either there, to be honest. And then I just want Bloodletter. I mean, if Bloodletter's not good and not worth it, then we go... I could sacrifice 10 points in the trunk here. If target pre-science isn't good, I get 5 points. If Bloodletter's not good, or not as worth as Fiends, then yeah, we just max out our crit, we max out our increased damage here, and we go nuts. But I figured, because I'm going a lot of fire rate and just bullet spam for the sake of Mortal Terror, that Bloodletter will just probably be good. Obviously, once I get my hands on the game, I can tweak shit around. If Tiger Prison is not Mega 4 me, sad, same, because it also means Coven as well, which is a reason to use Dead Ringer. If this also isn't Mega 4 crit chance, which is another 10%, then yeah, I just go all aboard fucking Witchy Triggerfinger and Vibe Check. Witchy Triggerfinger is really good, it gives you free reloads. Is Flak good? Is Flak good? Flak is very good. Flak's quite dumb. Dumb strong. I one-shot True Hagger Fervor as Flak, without skill points. Flak's pretty good. When, as if he doesn't have it? I don't! Otherwise I wouldn't be asking these questions. I'd make up some bullshit like, yeah, don't go target pre-science, it probably won't be good. I hope we'll be able to have loadouts. It's a commonly requested feature for basically every game in this genre. Vexel's like Flak? Absolutely. That's the entire point of this build, actually. Like, oh, the name's not here, but my pet is called Trouble. Do trust that my pet is called Trouble. And I've painted my Flak purple and black. That this is a Vex build. I even have Trouble action skill, because it's basically the same thing. Moxie, Jols, and Six haven't streamed like a week. I'm convinced y'all have full access. Yeah, they have full access. I don't. What's a boss I can just drop in and melt? Oh, hang on. I haven't tried Scuffed Puddle Merging against Sponge Boss. Let's Scuff Puddle Merge Sponge Boss. I'm not built for puddle merging, so my puddle merging is like incredibly weak, so this is like the baseline of what this tech can do. I wonder how much time I've been playing already. So for Borderlands 3, I got 2 weeks of early access. In that 2 weeks, I put in about 240 hours.
Give in to the bloodlust beast. This was always your end. There's blood everywhere.
I'll be posting legendary guides instantly. Yeah, they'll have build videos all ready to go for the first week. Now, for what it's worth, it's likely 2K won't want endgame stuff posted immediately. So there might be a short, like, gentleman's grace period for the first few days, but I think that'll just end up being entirely on the creator. So it might be that on streams, it'll open up with a playthrough stream, rather than endgame stuff. But again, I think it'll be down from creator to creator. What have I been doing in that time? Living a life of a person. Like, working my job. I go to work 5 days a week. Sometimes 4.
Take it! Kill! Get that hairy tech!
Can you, like... Puddle? Thank you. Took your time there, buddy. The random YouTube shorts. Thankfully, I just don't engage with like Borderlands content on YouTube, so my YouTube's safe. My YouTube is really safe. Holy melt. Double merging's funny. This is like the lowest form as well. You can do like pet stuff, give it a shield, give it Revolta as well, so the puddle does Revolta damage. Oh, what did I do in time to record Vic's break game? Well, a lot of it was exploration, you know, when it's a brand new game, and, you know, when it's a brand new game, and you're playing it blind for the first time, you don't know anything, so you're just kind of exploring. You're not running around, you're walking around in the game. You're looking about. You're looking at scenery and shit. You're just like taking it in, listening to the dialogue and the characters and stuff. I leveled 2 characters to 50, True Vault mode completed, so that was 4 playthroughs. So that took a lot of time. Like 20 hours of, you know, per playthrough, 15 hours per playthrough. That wasn't short. And then it was like kind of exploring around with builds and stuff. There was a bunch of stuff co-op with Jolts and 6. We tried getting Vermi to spawn in the droughts, didn't work. We figured out the cube puzzle. We figured that one out together. 6 was so convinced. 6 was so convinced it was a Vault of Glass raid entrance. Like Vault of Glass-esque raid entrance. I'll actually show you another one. We figured out the cube, and then we spent hours trying to get into that Varkid arena in the droughts. You know, the one that you can't get to behind the door? We spent hours trying to get in. We eventually did, you know, by driving a cyclone off of a nearby rock. We eventually did, and there was nothing there, obviously.
I've missed you, girl.
Cannot believe that Miss Lazy Data, my favorite cat girl, doesn't have early access. I know. I'm sorry, who allowed puddle merging to be so casually talked about and be a build? Sorry. So yeah, we figured out Cube. Was I actually... I think this is a copy. I copy my builds all the time. I think this is a copy of my original flak. I think that might be the original puzzle break. That might be the first ever cube that got broken. I might have been on flak at the time. If you come down here, right, and you come here, there's no reason to come here in the game. And we got to this point where there's these little platforms you can shoot and stuff. 6 was so convinced that this was a raid entrance.
All of you are weak!
There's the Typhon thing down there. He was so convinced this was a raid entrance. Turned out not to be anything. It's just kind of like set dressing with Typhon's thing over there. The side quest does not take you here. The side quest takes you above us, actually, through here. It comes in through here, into the area above us. I can't really angle. There we go. It takes you through this segment up here. Does not bring you down here. What you do have a reason to come down here for is the Typhon box. You have this. This is a cool place to chill, just behind a waterfall, just like chilling. This is cozy. I like this. Little hammocky thing. He's got a bottle of beer propped up on a buck next to the hammock. How many times did he fall off drunk? Good thing he has the whip to hold himself up. No, it ends above, Xander. It ends above that mission. It ends in, you see this big square room at the end here? So you walk in here and you have the boss that you have to pay to win against here. It ends there. Melee throwing knives build? Oh no. I mean, you could use throwing knives on a melee build though, because it gives you movement speed, which is good for melee. 5 times Cartel Slaughter Shaft with Phase Slam. I bet that was a lot of fun with Expedite. Yeah, I haven't either, Hawaii. A frequent 1-second cooldown. Hell yeah. Joel's probably has 2 months worth of content. Oh yeah, we joke that he 100% has Deputy Vex and Deputy Rafa builds already leveled, recorded, edited, and uploaded. Just ready to go live. Like, he already has those, like, to go. Going through all the mobile history, seeing all the value changes for the skills compared to max roll build. Yeah, they're all going to be like desynced from each other at this point, I reckon. And once the game comes out, give it a week or two and they'll all sync up. Do you reckon they'll scrap a 4 skill tree? I think so, unless they do it year 2. Year 2 is always a bit more rock and roll. Year 2 content, if they do a year 2 content, or like a second content cycle. I don't know how long it'll take him to do this first one. But on the second content cycle, it's usually a lot more winging it, going based off of reactions and going based off how the game has unfolded, and a bit less planned out, especially at this stage. So if it comes to the point where people are wanting a 4 skill tree for each of the characters, they're wanting to expand on Vex more, people want to do more with Rafa, they might do a 4 skill tree during that year. But that'd be 6 new skill trees. That'd be a lot to do. But it just kind of depends. I hope so too, because it's usually where most of the endgame stuff comes in as well. Well, Mister, when Mobalytics contacted me, and I had a look at their site, I instantly just like, yeah, this shit is good. Like, being able to add skills so you can include them in your write-ups. So I can just, it just makes it so much easier. Like if I type in a noun and people don't know what that is, they have to keep scrolling up, search for it. No, I just type it here. It's great. Yeah, and yeah, it makes sense. Probably a fun red Aemon. Yeah, so, yeah, I went through, I was like, what I would do with a red tree Aemon gun build, and it was literally point for point identical. It was like, oh, okay.
When did you eat that?
Also, holy shit, you all aren't cursed? Yeah, look at this. That's such a clean URL. There you go. Ancient runes. I'm not sure if that's because we're partners, Viper, because if you create a profile, your URL is cursed. So I think the clean ones for profile are because we're partnered. I'm not too sure about that.
Every second I stand here, I get weaker. Every second my enemies prowl on the hunt, they
Just
get
letters and
stronger.
numbers, yeah.
I must move.
So yeah, you go through a red tree here. We've got 5 points of gaining incendiary damage over melee crit chance, some shield capacity stuff, and regeneration. So we go with the melee damage, the incendiary damage. We get to tier 2. We have status effect stuff, a 3-point weakness thing, or melee and skill. So we'll take the weakness thing and then 2 points into shield regeneration and movement speed. If you end up not using weakness too much, maybe go with an extra point in movement speed. But that's really the only way to get to tier 3 here. And then you look at tier 3. Forged in Steel is a skill that I might pick up when I play. You become immune to all damage for a brief duration whenever we activate a short Forged skill. I think it's 6 seconds. And then Bullet Storm, more status stuff. Overshield and melee damage, no. And whenever we deal gun damage, we gain action skill cooldown rate for a duration. Yeah, we definitely go with that one. And then you get into the branches. We go with Berserk, activate Forge skill, we become Berserk. We gain slow immunity, oh yes please, and bonus damage with our gun. And then we can restore Berserk's duration and gain increased bonus damage, so that's just good. And then Catastrophe, whenever we do Shock, we get increased crit chance. Whenever we do Fire, we gain crit damage, so yes, we're probably doing fire stuff because of this. Onslaughter gives us a fire bonus element as well. Hopefully that works to Catastrophe, it might not. Whenever we deal melee damage, Action Seal will be doing that. We'll get Force skill cooldown, and that takes us into Electrical Fire. And then that takes us into Blue Tree, where we have status stuff, no thank you. Ordnance max size, maybe. Health regen or gun damage. Okay, we go with gun damage. Now our choices are skill duration, which we probably want for Onslaughter. You know, skill duration and mag size is one that you could tweak. And then you get ricochets. So, yeah. Like, how else do you do that? Like, what? I don't see ammo restore on swap for Jacob's Vex infrared because Jacob's weapons usually have smaller mags, fast reloads anyway. But 45% ammo return for a lot of weapons, absolutely. Maybe for more like Vladoff-y weapons, which have bigger mags and slower reloads. But Jacobs always have smaller mags, fast reloads. You wouldn't need the ammo return on swap for Jacobs. My Harlow skill tree was very, very thrown together. Can't remember if I, yeah, I did. 2 whole favorites, oh my god. It's mainly around neuron capture. It's, again, being a gun build. I've got Cue Ball, you throw on Demon Core for bosses. We have Dirty Bomb, of course, Glow Up, Poison Sun, Enrich. I haven't mathed this one out, so the combination of these will have to change. Just based on what's math. Right, where I haven't mathed it out properly. So, like, I wouldn't put too much weight in this one yet. Oh my god, 3 favorites. Can I favorite it? Oh my god, I can. That's 4 whole favorites. Favorite it. What are you doing?
I suppose I'll take that.
Hey Xavier, how you doing? Hello, hello. You like Vex's Heirloom, but I just don't like many of the other skills in the left branch of Blue Tree. Yeah, frustratingly, we can't overspec the trunk to get to heirloom. We have to spec here. Is prismatic ichor good? A shot to go with blight. Yeah, no, none of these are really that great. We have to go 2 points and something else anyway. Fuck, yeah, that's really shit. That's really shit. That feels so bad to do. Can we follow me on Mobilytics? Doesn't seem like it. Doesn't seem like it. No. I'll throw that in as feedback. Yeah, I saw that updated poll. Mainly Vex, Eamon, then Harlow, and then Rafa. That's equaled out a bit. Vex jumping back up to first. Blight achievement for the free minion. Yeah, Blight achievement's probably quite good. But I just hate achievement stuff, constantly swapping. They did make everyone look fun, that is correct. Just when the minion can be spawned again. I mean, you can restore its duration if active. Yeah, that's an odd one. Like, okay, so the remnant. No, yeah, no. That it depends how what your uptime is there, Joe. Like, do you want remnant to only last 16 seconds, or do you want to draw it out? Because if you get a kill whilst your attunement's active, i.e. within the 6 seconds, you'll get an extra 4 seconds added onto remnant. I don't think that's worth it, to be honest, 4 seconds, but maybe at least refilling the duration. It means be a bit like Zane, kinda. She's got Spectres, which work like Zane. She can spawn multiple of them, but she's also got Reapers, which move around and do melee attacks. Do you need to kill it while attuned to corrosive? Yes. Oh no, it's a separate line. It says attune kill skill, then it just says kill skill, so maybe not. What a puzzling skill. I don't like attuned stuff. I do not like attune stuff. Six seconds is not enough. I'm just not interacting with that feature at all. You could Rafa build him. Need ordnance stuff here. I just overspec the trunk. Why don't I just always take oven? It depends how good it is. If it's 10% Wonderlands crit, then it's probably not worth it. T4 left tree, splash boost for the gliders. I mean, the gliders will get it, yeah. I was just thinking, because I'm not going Thunder Cutter, I'm going Acrid. I want to do Acrid stuff. I'm running out of points. Do I go crit? Do I risk going crit? Or do I just go like damage? Why are those percentages so weird? A blowout for the themes. Full second cooldown. Pulse looks funny. That with a high shield capacity. Oh, liquidation. Do I want liquidation? Marked enemies killed by Rafa leave behind a corrosive hazard. I mean, probably not, but like, depends what the depends what the enemy density is, right? Like, maybe I sacrifice this shit
handy
then.
trick.
Maybe I just go all in. There we go. Acrid build. What is a hazard? It's just basically an area of damage. So like think Cloud Kill from Borderlands 2. You shoot an enemy, you create a corrosive hazard. It's just like an area of enemies taking damage. Rakrid off. I don't like that at all. I mean, stop at Rakrid. I could do that. You weren't meant to like it? The thing is here is I kind of need my rep kit to do my sustain for me. So I was kind of hoping of grabbing some shield shit to help me survive. But I can't really find much in the way of easy access health regen, like, anywhere. Why is Acrid so... Why is Acrid? Why is Rafa so fucking flimsy? So I did kind of want this shield stuff. So it depends how good liquidation is. 201, what's that one? 454, it's half of a melee swing's damage is liquidation. I'm not sure that's worth it. It's half of a blowout projectile. Then again, it is probably 201 per second. Just depends how good these two are. If they're not good... Yeah, I'm struggling for cooldown rate as well. Fuck, this is difficult. Ah, you see, so there's some crit stuff here as well. So if I go dial in Seldar, I can do crit restore.
Where did that come from?
Hoping to boost achievement to at least 8 seconds, yeah. Get some of those 5s from Rafa with 0. I mean, technically the closest is Vex for having deception. I mean, Rafa's Arc Knives is more like Krieg. Inferno Protocol seems really interesting. Okay, so, hear me out. You go full sustain, right? full sustain. You go Infernal Protocol plus Dead Man Walking. You really draw out your action skill as long as possible. If we can sustain, fantastic. We just take damage. Then we walk into an boss fight and Blade Fury it. Next to a vendor works. And we just build up Infernal Protocol. Health drain's 44 per second. Dead Man Walking is 1% per second. Additional health drain 2% every 10 seconds, so that stacks up a bit. I personally doubt it, D-Edge. I would expect you'd need an enemy shooting you during this period. I wonder if that additional health drain, how much that stacks up. 2% every 10 seconds. If that just goes like 1, 3, 5, 7, 10, then that's like rapid. Hello, streamer. I know Borderlands 4 is coming out, but instead, can you play Fallout 76 for us? No. Don't tell me about additional health drain. Me and Joe had a nightmare with it. Oh, I know. I saw it. I am acutely aware of the headache you guys went through, and I am now suggesting you do the same thing with Dead Man Walking. Joe, do you remember when you found that piece of gameplay of Dead Man Walking? Yeah? Go figure it out. That was rude. That was so toxic. I'm sorry. That was mean. Just for that. Thank you for testing. Working's paid off. What's it done? Maybe first legendary find is a fish slap. That's mean. That's like actually mean. You're now a supervisor? Sir, you've been working there for like 2 days. I hope you find the first ever face puncher, dork. I mean, I'd like that. I'd actively enjoy that, Joe. You know, face puncher would be ooh spicy. But if a face puncher gets weapon damage, it probably deals weapon damage because of just how damage works in this game. So like, you have to consider yourself supervised after everything. That's toxic. No shot BL4 isn't melee and gun damage. Yeah, it'll just be both. It just won't work with this. You've been made a supervisor? Oh, okay. Nice, cool, more money. Let's bring back the Blade Fury, but call it Face Puncher. The Blade Puncher. Wait, no, don't do that. More money, more Pokemon packs. Oh, okay, Rabbit. PC first. Wait, no. Child first. Then PC second. Then Pokemon packs third. But child. PC first. Okay, rabbit. You can play Pokemon on the PC. That is a thing you can do. You play Pokemon cards with the child. Would you trust like a 2-month-old with an ultra rare Charizard though? Fuck me. You trust a 2-month-old more than you trust Rabbit? What about a 2-month-old that's been raised by Rabbit? Think about the situation here. As a second parent? True. Game movement, mood speed, this effect stack. See, that looks so much fun. Hey Isaac, is this where the intelligent people hang out? Quick, hide rabbit. Yes. Sorry, that was so mean. I'm sorry. Second parent also plays Pokemon Go with you, so Pokemon is a good idea. Fair enough. Any situation where Rabbit needs a supervisor, Rabbit is a supervisor, so he can supervise himself, so it's good. My second legendary is a fish slap. Deserved. Vex's Corporeal Skill Tier 5 right red. Oh, what? Left? Oh, right, okay. Minions, the rest just say minions. I think that's just like a typing thing. I don't think there's anything to that because I think that's literally just a builder, just somebody typing it. There's a couple of skills that look like they've been rushed. So, what is it? Is it this one? No, there's a fire rate skill that's ++ instead of just plus. Like it's just typos. Yeah, no, I wouldn't put any weight into that. I think it's done it especially here because it's like trouble, so it's her minion. But like, what if you're using Dead Ringer? Oh, we better put a parentheses S. I think that was where the thought process was there. The same skill uses minions. Yeah, I wouldn't put any weight into that one. Right, I'm gonna call it there. I got shit to do. Like eat. I'm out of scones though. I've got no more scones. I ate them all. What do I do? Buy more. That is the answer. Sorry that ended up being a bit gameplay lighter. We're just excited for Borderlands 4. Fuck. One more day. Well, okay, so I'm not live tomorrow, and I'm not live Tuesday. I will be live Wednesday. If I get really lucky. If I get really lucky. And get included to some early access streaming a day early. Because that was like a thing with Borderlands 3 that was separate from the YouTube early access. That would be cool. If I'm playing Wednesday. But don't rely on that. So, as is planned, Wednesday will be a round the world Borderlands 3 stream. We'll just like do shit in Borderlands 3. Borderlands 4 will come on Thursday at 5 p.m. BST if there is a preload. If there is no preload, chances are it will be Friday morning as soon as I wake up, whenever that hour may be. So it just depends if we get a preload or not. I would like to preload, because then I can play Thursday. If I can't preload, then I'm probably playing Friday, and there probably won't be a stream Thursday. So Thursday will either be no stream or Borderlands 4. Wednesday will either be Borderlands 4 or Borderlands 3. And no stream Monday, Tuesday. Sorry for doing it backwards. But Friday will definitely be Borderlands 4. Unless something has gone wrong, Friday will definitely be Borderlands 4. So that is the plan for the week. With that, thank you very much for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Stay safe, stay awesome. I'll catch you next time.